Good evening everyone, Kalla here, welcome to my live stream, glad you could make it today. So, continuing on with Otome Games Celebration week, we have Poetry in Purgatory, well, the demo of Poetry in Purgatory. You will find in the description box of the video links to this game and to the Otome Games Celebration as a whole. If you want to check those out. You can also check out the game that this is a standalone sequel to, which is called Pit Stop in Purgatory, which is fully available, and it looked like it was on sale when I went and had a look. So, this is also the darkest game I picked for this week, I believe. And believe me, I had a lot of choice in my emails in that regard. I tried to avoid most of the darker ones for the sakes of my own brain. But this looked really interesting. But yeah. Hello, Drag, how you doing? And let's get into it. Yeah, I'm doing pretty decent. A little bit tired. Other than that, right. They say that when you die, your whole life flashes before your eyes. Someone! Send for help! Maybe my death was too fast, because I sure didn't experience any flashing. It's the young mistress! She's choking! It didn't feel fast, though. It felt excruciating. Endless. Where is her father? I clawed wildly at my throat. It didn't make a difference in the end, of course. Someone! Anyone! Do something! If only I knew then that dying would turn out to be the least of my problems. She's not breathing. Huh? Oh. A dream. It's been forever since I had one as lucid as this. I can practically feel the... What am I walking on anyway? Are these clouds? Rise and shine! Didn't you hear me? What are you doing? I'm pinching myself, obviously. How else would I wake up from this ridiculous reverie? Reverie? You're using fancy pants words. What an interesting choicey choice. Very well then. Pinch away, human. Pinch myself as hard as I can and I'll go, well, now I don't feel like it anymore. Yeah, now that you've told me to do it, I kind of don't feel like it. That is tempting. No, I think we do still need to pinch ourselves. Ow! But I'm still here? It's all for the best, Izzy. No matter what you do, you're stuck here for now, you see. I don't understand. Wait, Izzy? Only my friends call me that. Oh, I'd love to be your friend. That's not what I... Stop screwing with me. You don't know who you're messing with. You name-knowing stalker. My father will punish you once he finds out where I am. Alright, let's cool off just a little bit, okay? I feel like we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. Or is it gotten off on the wrong feet? Some of these human sayings are still tough to get right for little old me, even with all my fantastic knowledge. That's the second time you say human like that. Who are you? Wanna guess? Taking that as a no. I'm God, Izzy. But since we're friends... I like how the nameplate's now God, question mark, exclamation mark. You can call me Rem. Rem Theo, capricious God Queen extraordinaire. Can you hold on a second? Rem, was it? What are you doing now? What the? My phone isn't here. Did she steal it while I was unconscious or something? How am I supposed to call for help now? What a mean thing to accuse someone of. We just met and you're already calling me a thief. You're definitely suspicious, so can you blame me? Wait, how did you know what I was thinking? I was gonna say, we didn't say that, we thought that. Isabelle Salvi, 20 years of age and daughter of the world-famous businessman Rain Salvi, an only child born on New Year's Eve. You love licorice, and you love eating it while sorting through your impressive collection of expensive jewellery. And you're extremely proud of that one time you managed to do 25 jump ropes in under a minute. Blah blah, exposition blah blah. The reason why I can read your mind is the same reason why I know all these things about you, isn't it? Spoiled person. Yeah, sounds like it. It's because I am God. Get it? You can't possibly be serious. You went from confident to angry to mellow awfully quick, little friend. But that's okay, because today is very important after all. It's your first day in heaven. Woohoo! You don't seem excited. Heaven? But I'm not dead. Correction. You are dead. Your suspicious face of the game title. Well, maybe we just messed this interaction up. And don't get into heaven. Or maybe it turns out that heaven isn't as good as we thought it was, or I don't know. Death is actually being one of 2 pesky prerequisites in getting here in the first place, you know. What's the second one? Being special. Special? Let's put a pin in that for now, shall we? You follow me beyond the pearly gates. I'd say they look more golden than pearly, but sure. I'll show you the old office and just how lucky you are to be here. I suppose. Can't believe any of this. I'm dead? And talking to God. What the actual hell is going on? Not hell, Izzy. Heaven. Get out of my head. Okay. Welcome to my little hidey hole, Izzy. Sorry about the mess. It seems my sweet boy has been neglecting his cleaning duties. But I do keep him awfully busy, so I guess that's okay. Am I really in God's office? I mean, it actually looks pretty tidy, to be honest. I don't see any mess. Actually, I think the place is pretty tidy. That's kind of you to say, Izzy. The occasional white lie between friends is good for morale, huh? I was being sincere, but oh well. Anywho, this is where all the magic happens. Magic. Oh, you know, all the godly thingies that I do as God, I do them from here. God's seat of power is this cozy little room? Ah, you really think it's cozy? They're nice here. I knew we were going to be such great friends, and you just keep proving me right. I'm just trying to take all this in. It's not going very well. Honestly, I think I am in shock. You want some tea? God drinks tea? Of course. What else would I drink? I don't know, like nectar or something? Isn't that what deities drink in most stories? I mean, I feel like that's just Greco-Roman, Isabel. Although there's probably an equivalent in other pantheons. Neck. I'll have to write that down. Thank you kindly for the tippy tip. If you really are God, I have to say you're nothing like how I imagined you to be. Oh? Am I disappointing you, is he? No, I don't know. It's just a lot. One minute I'm eating dinner and... Hold on a second. How did I die? Oh! Oh! You were poisoned. What? How? What? How? 3 excellent questions. Don't you know? Not death. Well, we did choke because of the poison, I think. So it must have been a poison that, like, restricted our airway or something. I do, but I'm a bit fuzzy on the details. It's probably better if you figure that out for yourself. How am I supposed to do that? Don't you worry about that, Izzy. It'll come back to you in time. What does that mean? It means that everything will be fine in the end. I think. You think? We're getting off track again. This isn't showing you how lucky you are at all. Let's switch the subject. It's quiz time. Huh? Don't be grumpy, Izzy. I promise you it'll be fun. Just answer my little questions and then we'll take it from here, okay? Do I have a choice? Well, that depends. Do you think it's a good idea to keep saying no to God? Fine. I'll play along. Yay! First question. That should be easy for you, 'cause I know you're used to having servants around you. You catch one of your little maids stealing food from your house? When caught, the poor underpaid servant says to provide for her starving children. What do you do? Yeah, that's a good question. Let her get away with it. She needs the food more than I do. Tell her it's alright this one time, but it can't become a habit. That is a tempting one right there, I think. Or report the crime to my father, who will punish her accordingly. Where's the option called point out to my father that the servants should be paid enough to feed their family? Let's go with the middle one. A friendly blue light fills your mind. I see. Second question. Let's dig a little deeper. Your best friend is getting married, woohoo! But just hours before the ceremony starts, you catch your best friend's spouse-to-be kissing it up with someone else. Oh no! Disaster! What do you do? Oh, absolutely I am telling my friend about it! They deserve to know. I immediately tell my friend, no way they're marrying a cheater. I mean, unless they choose to still do it. Then that's up to them, you know. Ooh, friendly blue light is again. I see. Third question. Now it's getting fun for real. You take a new car for a drive and accidentally kill a pedestrian with it. Oops. Luckily for you, though, there's another person there, and for some reason he thinks he's the one who killed the poor walker. He's even ready to take the blame even though he's innocent. What do you do? I take the blame, I'm the guilty one after all. I tell him we should both walk away, it was an accident. No, I'm pretty sure there are legal requirements to report that. Alright, sure, I'm lucky you let him have the blame. The thing is, it would weigh on my mind. Well, it's going to weigh on my mind anyway, but it would weigh on my mind worse if I didn't and lied about it. So, I take the blame, I am the guilty one after all. Blue light again. I thought as much. Fourth question. Just let me clear the old throat a bit. Is that hexadecimal? It looks like hexadecimal. I want to figure out what that says. Let's see. Nope. There we go. Just gonna transcribe that. I am gonna lose track of where I am in this, and it's going to come out a scramble, isn't it? Transcribed makes sense. Oh, good. I will find that out in another couple of minutes because I'm slow at typing. Why do I feel like... I feel like 20 must be like E or something. With how often it's coming up. I feel like I've lost track somewhere in here and repeated like half the sentence. We'll find out when I get to the end of it. This would have been easier if I was running the cursor along as I was doing this. "20 is a space." Oh, of course it is, because that's what a space appears as in like a web address and stuff, right? Okay, did I do that right? Moral quandary test is inconclusive. Okay, yep. That does in fact make sense. Alright, anyway. No! There's another line! Well, I've committed myself now. I like decoding things too much not to do this. I've lost track of where I was. Okay. Oop. Nope, apparently I messed that up somewhere. No, that was further mind-based prodding required. Okay. And of course another line. Why did I even minimize that window to start with? Nope, typed that one wrong. Begin next phase. Alright. What's the next phase? Excuse me? Oh, sorry. I was thinking out loud. How clumsy of me. She's so weird. Yeah, I'm just gonna smile and nod. Yeah, whatever. Ooh, the friendly blue light. Awkward. Final question. And this is a doozy. Love, balance, power. Which of these things matter most to you? Love, balance, or power? I would love to ask clarifying questions. Are we talking about a balance between love and power? You know what, let's just go with love. Hey, blue again. Wonderful. So, I'm done? Yep. And what are my results? Well, the quiz definitely proves you deserve to be here. Meaning what exactly? I can't tell you that. Why not? Can't tell you that either. Ah. But I can tell you the following. I know you're having a tough day, and in my own way, I'm trying to make things as easy as possible for you. You'll forgive sweet little Remy for trying to lighten the mood a bit, won't you? Based on your answers to Rem's questions, Isabel's morality has been determined to be that of a good-natured paragon. Ah, that's what the blue was about. Your morality affects several aspects of gameplay, such as available dialogue options, Isabel's reaction to things she investigates, and outcomes of certain game events. Oh no, we can't be... We'll have less mean options, huh? I don't think I can appropriately define the word paragon for you, Drag. But I know that this is a scale of morality that several games use, I think, which is paragon to renegade. But it's kind of, it's not exactly good and evil, but you know, that's sort of thing, I think. Being altruistic, compassionate, and understanding, a paragon generally sees the good over the bad. So, can you do it? Can you forgive little Remy? Oh, I see. We get specific dialogue options that are based on that. I don't like that blue option. I would like to say I suppose so. Yay! Anywho, I'd like you to imagine this. Heaven! A place where you can have anything you want at any time. A place where all your dreams come true over and over. Hello, Nick. How are you doing? We died, met God, and had a morality test. And we're apparently a good bean. I mean a paragon. And if you aren't satisfied with them, you can tweak them till they're perfect. A place you can only really call the true blissful paradise. That's why I called you lucky before, Izzy. You're here, and all the things I just said are yours for the taking. I know you might be disappointed about dying so young, but all the things you loved in life, they're here too, and they're actually even better. And also, you'll stay beautiful forever. So, congratulations! You are special! So, what do you say, Izzy? Can you forgive me for not living up to your expectations? I'm trying to be the best I can be, you know? It's not easy being God sometimes. Could you imagine the pressure? Wishing so badly for each and every little lovable person to feel welcome here. I have to admit, what you're saying sounds interesting. And somehow I feel like I can trust you. Though I don't really know why I feel that way. But you've yet to tell me why I'm special. I can't really think of anything that makes me that remarkable. Don't you worry about that, Izzy. If God says you're special, then you just are. But Shh now. I've just said a lot of things to you. Give it a little time to sink in, Get your bearings. Think about what I've said. And look around the old office. And when you're ready, I'll be sitting right here waiting for you. You want me to, explore this room? Yes. You might find some interesting things in here. Stuff that makes you realize how gloriously glorious your little afterlife can turn out to be. Besides, learning to properly explore is important for what lies ahead. It's time for the point-and-click tutorial. What? Have a look around, Izzy. Fine. I get the feeling that if she wants something, it's going to happen regardless. So I might as well do as she says. I suppose that's the influence of God. Well, yeah, straight for the books, thank you. It's full of books I've never heard of before. And strangely, they all seem to be glowing faintly. What's this? One of the books is moving on its own. And it's coming towards me? Pick up the book or attempt to deny the book's dubious advances. Well, I was going to say if the book's trying to kill me, but it can't be because I'm already dead. So since I'm already dead, the weird flying book can't kill me. I will pick it up. I can't resist that brilliant glow, even though it's extremely weird that the thing is moving on its own. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Why Heaven is Fantastically Fantastic by R. Theo. This should make for an interesting read. I'll just open it and... What the... You find yourself surrounded by an infinite void. However, you feel strangely at peace. It's as if everything finally makes sense. Suddenly, a rain of soft, juicy licorice falls down on you. Your favourite treat in immeasurable abundance. And oh, wait! Is that the guy and/or girl you've always liked? Why, yes it is! And they're here to declare their undying love for you. Yes, you scream in joy, passion and ecstasy all at once. The only thing that could possibly make this better is if... Can it be? Yes, it can! Whatever you just wished for came true. This is all too good to be real. If only you could stay like this forever. If only you... What? No. No. No! Take me back. I want to stay. I want... Was that... Heaven? Wow. Wait. There's something shiny stuck between some of these books. I don't know why, but I feel like I should take it. So I'll just do that, I guess. Item gained. Piece of Heaven. What a trip. Okay, a landscape painting. It's a painting signed RT. RT again, huh? Looking closer at it, it almost feels like the imagery is moving. Oh, we can look out the window. Blue sky, clouds, and happy people as far as the eye can see. It's absolutely beautiful. But can I see myself staying here forever? strange note. What you doing there, Izzy? I thought I'd read that note. As in the private note on my desk? Hey, you told me to explore this room! Yeah? Sheesh. So, can I? No! Alright. It's a world map. I guess even God needs to practice her geography skills occasionally. Okay, so that looks like everything. Do you like my little personal corner of heaven, Izzy? Which world, you say? I mean, I think it's ours. Probably. Well, whatever world Isabel comes from. I bet you get a lot of work done in here. You have no idea. That bookcase is intense. Yep, a little taste of what awaits you here, Izzy. Did you like it? It was amazing. Told ya. So, feel like you finished looking around? Yeah, I think so. I believe I've clicked on everything I can click on. Goody good. So, what do you think, Izzy? Ready to fully and truly join us in heaven? Honestly, I don't know why, but something about this place. I'm really liking it here. And I mean, dang, the things I felt when opening that book. If heaven is really like that, then well, all things considered, I feel at home here somehow. Like I was always meant to be here, you know? Heaven is where you rightfully belong, I guess so? That's great, Izzy. Hearing you say that just now made my day. It just made God's day, huh? So it seems, little friend. And since you like it here so much, you won't mind helping me out with a teensy-weensy little problem I'm having, right? I'm concerned about what a problem that God is not capable of dealing with is. Concerned. What kind of problem? Well, you see, remember how you're special? You keep saying that, yes? You're about to realize just how rare that is, Izzy. The number of humans who end up in heaven is very small. Only the best of the best. However, everyone else needs to go somewhere too. The world to live in can't overflow with silly lost souls wandering around aimlessly now, can it? That would be amazingly unamazing, don't you agree? Yeah, that doesn't sound great. Right? So, in order to avoid that, a compromise had to be done. Another place altogether for those not quite as lucky. A little playground of sorts. Down there, my brother keeps all the non-specials, the dwellers, in check. They live out their days trying to make peace with their deaths. If they ever successfully find that peace, they get to go through an all-glowing tunnel, and then they get another shot at becoming special. Ah. Reincarnation, huh? Wow. No, it's just... You're revealing all the secrets of life after death to me, and... So, let me try to get this straight. The purpose of living is to be great enough to make it to heaven, and if you don't manage it, then you must escape hell in order to try again? What's at the end of heaven? Doesn't sound like there is anything. Sounds like this is the end of the line. Not hell. I prefer to think of it as... Purgatory. Hello? Yes? You just stopped talking? It was a dramatic pause. Don't you enjoy a bit of flair in your exposition, Izzy? Don't change the subject. Are you angry with me, Izzy? I don't know, honestly. Oh, well, you might be thinking that I'm supposed to be all-powerful, so why don't I just make room for everyone here? It's not that simple, Izzy. You have to trust me on this. Can you do that? Can you trust me? Fine, I'll trust you. So, what does your problem have to do with all of this? Alright. My mind is just a big old mess today. I keep forgetting to focus. So, yes. You are a denizen, someone who lives here in heaven with me. And as such, I expect certain things from you. I already know that you're starting to really like this place, so helping me out a little bit in order to stick around shouldn't be too much to ask, Wait. Are you saying that you'll throw me out if I don't help you? Sounds bad when you put it like that. That is what you're saying, though, isn't it? That's so cruel. Calm down, human. Remember who you're talking to. I may be benevolent and fantastically fantastic, and I may love you, and I may want you here with me, but I could just as easily throw you down there to spend your afterlife with the rest of them. There are more special people out there. In a sense, you're expendable. I'll find someone else to take your place if you don't want it. But I still love you, though. It's just that I thought I was done. And now there's this pressure to do something, and it sounds like it's going to be hard. Oh, Chmad. For someone as talented as you, finding out what's wrong over in boring old Purgatory will be a cakewalk. Oh, no. You want me to go to that other place? Yes. For a little while now, I felt that something has changed over there. Because of, certain rules, I can't investigate it myself, despite me being who I am. So, you will pose as a banished denizen, someone whom I have thrown out from heaven, and you'll find out what's going on in my stead. You'll get to spend lots of quality time with my brother, his new companion, and all the lovely dwellers of Purgatory. How does that sound? Scary. And also, what would I even be looking for? Beats me. You don't have a single clue? All I know for certain is my little bro is involved. And he really doesn't like people from my domain, exiled or otherwise, so he'll definitely keep his all-seeing eyes on you. Maybe you were right. This could get hard. Good news, though. You won't be alone. Voluminous. You called, mistress? Voluminous Kasserek. Enlightened something or other. Right hand of God, I think that says. I always blush when you call me that, Volley. So, is this... Yepers, this is the girl I was telling you about. Wait. I just got here, so when did you have time to tell anyone about... Don't be silly, Izzy. I'm God, remember? I can do all of the things. Almost all of the things. This must be the sweet boy she was talking about earlier. I have to admit, he is easy on the eyes. Hey now, keep those dirty thoughts in check. I wasn't... I told you to stay out of my head. Volumnius here is my most trusted servant. He acts as the link between you and me while you find yourself in temporary exile from here. And also, since I have lots of things to do, I can fill you in on the rest of the mission details. So, it's a mission now, is it? Of course. It sounds so formal. You're not whining. It's been great getting to know you, Izzy. I know you won't disappoint me. Bye! What the... That was rude. Please accept my sincerest apologies for Rem's behaviour, Miss Salvey. She does not suffer fools. Excuse me? Oh, I didn't mean to suggest that. That is to say... by which I mean... I'm not implying that you are a fool. It's just that she can be, a bit difficult. I figured as much, thank you. Good. Understanding that will make things easier. Honestly, if I hear someone use the word special one more time... She does have a penchant for certain key phrases, yes. Is it just me, or is she kind of, all over the place? Personality-wise, I mean. You're not wrong. So, what's your story? Me? Yeah? We're gonna be working together, aren't we? I figure we should get to know one another. That wouldn't be proper conduct. At least not for now. Oh. I'm sorry, it's just the mission. That's what's important now, not me. Fine. Besides, I'm not actually going to be doing this whole thing with you. I'll give you the details and act as your escort, but after that, you're on your own. Well, that's not what was implied. But Rem said you'd act as a link between me and her. Yes, well, you'll be reporting to me. In secret, I might add. It is of huge importance that the guide doesn't suspect heavenly involvement. The guide. Is that God's brother? Yes. Can he also read minds then? He can, but luckily for us, he's unable to hear the thoughts of denizens. Won't that make him really, really suspicious? Ex-denizens like me included? Indeed. Oh, is that why he doesn't like them? Because he can't read their thoughts? I won't lie to you, Miss Salvi. Please, call me Isabel. I won't lie to you, Isabel. What you're about to do is very, very dangerous. However, Ren can be trusted. She's always been good to me, even before assigning me to this post. I truly believe that she gave you this task because she knows you can complete it successfully. After all, much is at stake. Are you all right? Well, I die, I somehow make it to heaven, I learn all of the secrets of the afterlife, I get thrown back out, to cap it all off I'm forced to go on a dangerous undercover mission given to me by God herself. All this in like what? A few hours? But hey, it's all good because apparently I'm special. Oh, and also, God and heaven are both real. I'm just supposed to accept all of this at face value as if it's the most natural thing in the world? Honestly, how could I possibly be all right? Sorry, I know this isn't your fault. I shouldn't be taking it out on you. You are understandably frustrated, Isabel. Not long ago, I was just like you, pondering all these questions, new to heaven, wondering what I'd done in life to deserve making it here. To be perfectly honest, I still don't fully know. That's not very reassuring. I mean, doesn't not knowing bother you? It does, to a certain extent. However, I've come to realise that perhaps just being here is good enough. I'm sure you saw it yourself in Rem's book, the infinite pleasures available to us in heaven, including opportunities to deal with unfinished business. Huh? That is, I didn't intend to. But by which I mean, he's quite cute when he gets flustered like that. All right, enough is enough. Do you have any questions before we begin our journey to Purgatory? Well, yes. Can you tell me about it? Is there anything else you can tell me about Purgatory? You'll be able to form your own opinion soon enough. I have to admit I'm quite a bit worried. I'm sure you'll do just fine, Isabel. Alright, I am curious about this unfinished business you mentioned. I'm sorry, but I don't want to discuss that. Or maybe he'll be more willing to share later? Is this really heaven? As far as my data can confirm, yes. Data? Are you some kind of scientist? Was there anything else? Do I want to use my Paragon choice? I mean, he's been fairly nice, yeah. I appreciate you being so kind to me. It's my pleasure. maybe later when we have time, we could talk some more about non-mission stuff? I suppose I wouldn't mind that. Alright, I'm ready to leave. Very well then. Our trek begins now. We're going by foot? Yes. We're about to walk from heaven to purgatory. Yes. Are you even aware of how insane that sounds? I suppose all the time spent here has made me numb to the absurdity of it, to a degree. Good thing I'm here to remind you then. Right. Now then, please follow me into the tunnel. I totally missed there's a giant entrance. Or maybe giant exit. Right outside these gates. It doubles as both. I'll tell you more about it as we walk. Prologue. Your tears mean nothing to me. It's really dark in here. Just stick close to me and you'll be fine. Are there any dangers around? Only the obvious danger of getting lost. Before, Rem told me about a tunnel located in Purgatory. Is this the same one? Yes. As I understand it, though, the tunnel is magical in nature, meaning that it isn't strictly a one-way passage, but rather can lead us to a myriad of places. For this reason, it's very important to know where you're headed, or else there's no telling where you may end up. Is there anything about the afterlife that is straightforward? In my experience, no. Unless you count the fact that we're all deceased, which is a familiar enough concept, I suppose. Somehow I almost managed to forget about that. It's quite interesting how quickly we get used to not being alive. Yeah. So, you walk down here often? Actually, this will be my first time visiting Purgatory. God's most trusted servant hasn't even been there? In general, denizens don't have any reason to make the trip. Unless, of course, they've been banished, in which case they don't have much of a choice. Denizens and dwellers should never mix, as Rem puts it. Huh. But won't this guide character think it's very suspicious that you're coming with me? Usually, Rem herself brings the banished to Purgatory, so yes, it could be seen as strange. However, she has her reasons for doing things, and I must assume that she's taken that into account as well. Besides, the guide has recently appointed a dweller to be his new companion in running his domain. Taking that into account, I guess that isn't out of the question for God to promote a human of her own. Is that what you meant by getting assigned to this post? You got promoted? You catch on very quickly, Isabel. I try. I'm very impressed, Volumnius. You said you'd never been here before, but finding the right way seems easy enough for you. Oh, I studied extensively in preparation of this journey. One always needs to be prepared, after all. Studies. I take it you're not much of a scholar. I'm pretty good at learning things, but my father is very strict about it. Or was, I guess. Since I won't be seeing him again. And never say never. Are we there yet? Just about. In fact, you should be able to see things brightening up very soon. Thanks for being such pleasant company. Likewise. There we go. Eyes. Open them slowly, and then behold. Purgatory. A sign that reads Park. I posted this as a Roborus on it. It doesn't look too bad. This looks kind of like a terminal? It does appear to be some sort of waiting hall. Isn't that what I just said? To think that this was what awaited us at the other end of the tunnel. Most fascinating. He's not even listening to me at this point. So, what now? I'm certain we can expect a welcoming committee at any time now. Oh? Rise and shine. Oh. Denizens. And there appears to be 2 of you. What is that filthy beast playing at? How dare you refer to Rem like that? Rem, First name basis, is it? Mr. Kasareki. God's favourite little pet. You would better stay that itchy trigger finger of yours, boy. Hasty action will only serve to your detriment. After all, you're not important to anyone anymore. You're just a dead man with no purpose. That's the way this man talks to Volumnius. Does he know him from before? And you, girl, vexing as it is to admit, you are entirely unfamiliar to me. Oh, do not interrupt me. I was just trying to be polite. Then stay silent until you're spoken to. I mean, it felt like you were speaking to me, but fine. Now, allow me to introduce myself. Though, of course, I'm fairly certain that you already have a notion as to who I am. I am he who knows, he who controls, he who is feared and revered, who is referred to as the King of Shadows, but most importantly, I am the one who shows you the way, and that is why they call me the Guide. The Guide, enigmatic ruler of Purgatory. So this is him, huh? His appearance and mannerisms. They are strange, but striking somehow. The Guide looks quite grim. Yeah. Well, he would, wouldn't he? And what is your name, girl? I'm Isabel. Isabel Salvi. I see. Miss Salvi. Would you care to divulge why you're accompanied here by this white knight? Are you not important enough to be brought here by God herself? Allow me to explain. I did not ask you, Mr. Kasareke. I'm asking her. Stare at him silently, say, God never told me. No, you're exactly right. I'm not important enough. Please believe my lie, please believe my lie, please believe my lie. Such cruelty bestowed upon you by one who claims to love you. Yes. Very well. Phew. At any rate, welcome to Purgatory, Miss Salvi. Normally, this would be the point where I simply take my leave and allow you to begin your arduous journey of introspection, which someday may or may not lead you away from here. However, my new partner insists that all dwellers deserve a more cohesive introduction to the afterlife. Unfortunately, I must also extend this service to insufferable denizens such as yourself. As far as he knows, I'm not a denizen anymore. He still seems to dislike me, though. So, if you'd care to join me, lead the way. Not you, obviously, but I... You're just an escort, aren't you? Unless you have an ulterior motive for being here. You're right. Forgive me for my lack of proper conduct. However, I will wait here until Isabel returns from your introduction. That isn't how it's usually done. I've been given strict orders to ensure that Isabel will be all right in your care. And I can't believe she doesn't trust me. How utterly devastating. But also entirely warranted. Fine then, Mr. Kasareke. Feel free to enjoy this dull room until your young protege returns to tell you about how wonderful Purgatory is. I'll make sure to do that. There's definitely something going on between these two. But what is it all about? Let us be off, Miss Salvi. Yes. I'll see you soon, Volumnius. Indeed. What is that portrait? He looks so much happier in it. And here we are. That was fast. So the wonders of teleportation are not lost on you. How unexpectedly refined for a denizen. What do you have against people from heaven anyway? Portrait from his first day on the job. Yeah, probably. New, full of life. Not yet downtrodden by the job. I mean, Rem's your sister, so what's with all the hate? It's been a long time since someone irritated me this much in such a short while. He looks very angry. Let me make one thing exceedingly simple for you to understand. If you ever call her my sister again, I'll terminate you on the spot. Oh shoot, it sounds like we can die again. We are not siblings of any kind. Do I make myself perfectly clear? Yes? Maybe I shouldn't have asked him that. I need to watch myself. In fact, you are spectacularly suspicious. Everything about you screams Rem. Perhaps I should obliterate you right away instead, sparing myself any potential grievances. No! Please, Guide? What are you doing? I am simply teaching Miss Salvi some manners. Is that it? Because to me it sounded like you were threatening her. Have you entirely lost your sense of humour, my dear partner? I never liked your idea of fun, and you know that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you alright? I think so. Yes. That's a relief. I know what a handful this man can be. Someone needs to keep the house clean, remember? What does that even mean? Please forgive him if you can find it in your heart. He's very serious about running this place properly. Probably a bit too serious. Someone has to be. Anyway, I'm the voice, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to Purgatory. And to this, the Hall of Deities. The voice, compassionate dweller turned deity. Oh, thank you? She seems really nice, and so human somehow. I have a feeling that I'll like her. The voice is such an odd name though. Maybe she's a good singer or something? Or possibly a communicator. Don't grow attached to this one, voice. She is a denizen. And not only that, she was accompanied by someone other than Rem. Aha. Weird. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, though. It most certainly could be. You need to be more serious. More serious, yes, I know. Well, let's talk about this later, alright? We're boring poor Isabel. I don't mind. Silence! Just give her the things already. Things? Think of it as a starter pack to your new life. Things that will be very helpful for you when trying to make peace with your death. You're overstepping your bounds, voice. I am the one who explains this to new arrivals, not you. Explain then, instead of complaining. I shall. As my dear associate began to explain, these objects are of particular usefulness to you. Your objective as a guest in Purgatory, a dweller, is to get out of here after all. Making peace with your death, as it were. Now you're just repeating what I said. Your death, regardless of what it entailed, is something that you need to come to terms with. Only then will you be able to leave through the tunnel. For some, this is stunningly difficult, and as a result, there are dwellers who have been here since time immemorial. Really? They may carry denial, or shame, or guilt, among other things. These are but a few of the reasons why some never manage to leave. But I'm sure you won't have any such troubles. After all, at one point, you were apparently fit for heaven. That doesn't necessarily mean... Or maybe it does. I understand, I think. Thank you for explaining all of this to me. I'm still adjusting. Of course. Take all the time you need. And let me tell you, my first day here was nothing but... No one wants to hear about that, voice. Now help yourself to these indispensable trinkets. A pamphlet, which will offer you invaluable information provided by yours truly. A bag, which will allow you to carry an infinite number of items. And a quest log, which will guide you when you are unavoidably lost. Aren't you forgetting something? Yeah. There's also a experimental device which a certain someone has insisted that we give an unceremonious try. Certain someone reporting in. We're giving you a phone. A phone? It's a state-of-the-art, newly introduced Purgatory feature that allows you to keep in contact with others, much like you do with smartphones back on Earth. Not that those allegedly smart phones ever did much good for the collective intelligence of humanity. We're not having this conversation again. Sorry. Please help yourself to your very own Purgaphone. Purgaphone. Great name, right? Ooh, the side menu is now available to your right. Okay, what have we got? Boop. So this is the quest log, I guess. Main story, Act 1, make it through your first day in Purgatory. Routes, side stories, completed, missed. Okay. Inventory, it's got a piece of heaven in it. Oh, this is the pamphlet, is it? Dang, you're dead! The ins and outs of the afterlife. Bonus guide. How to accept the transience of life in 10 easy steps. I've taken you by the hand, for you must come to my dance. Okay, now, characters. Isabel. Isabel Salvi. A poor lost girl enters a brand new world. It's the age-old tale told so many times over that it makes me want to regurgitate. Sadly, however, that is one distinctly human and profoundly disgusting ability that I lack in my repertoire. It's probably for the best that you made it here, though. I find it obvious from your awkward demeanour that you were not particularly loved in life, and clearly heaven didn't want you either. Oof! Did I go too far, you ask? You've seen nothing yet. You're in my world now, and I'll make sure it stays that way. And this is clearly written by the guide, but because we're reading it, I'm not going to put the voice on. The guide's comment. Okay, oh right, Isabel's notes about me. It's hard to write about myself, so I guess I'll just use this space as some kind of ongoing journal or something. I like to think of myself as a good person, or at least someone who doesn't deserve to be poisoned to death, but I guess life is just full of surprises. Honestly, how did this even happen? I have no idea what to do. Hopefully I find a lead or two sometime soon. Death certificate. Vital statistics. Full name, Isabel Cleo Salvi. Age of death 20. Cause of death poisoned for unknown reasons. Height 165 centimeters or 5'4". Birthday December 31st. Father Rain Salvi. Family Rain Salvi. Father. Occupation heiress of the Salvi family. Student homeschooled. Likes the colour pink and licorice. Dislikes her father and having to show effort. Hobbies collecting cute toys and jumping rope. Oh, aha! Wait, we have more notes. Rem. All hail God. God is supreme. Not. My sister is a deranged lunatic who spews nonsense to those foolish enough to listen. But I suppose humans will always strive to attain the most basic of pleasures, as long as it comes free to them, such as the appeal of heaven. She claims to be stronger than me, but I believe there's a reason why we have yet to test our mettle against each other. She fears me, and she's right to do so. Isabel's notes. Of all the strange things that have happened to me since dying, meeting God might be top of the list. She's certainly nothing like how I imagined her to be. She claims to love humans and to love me, but she's also unstable, to say the least. The vision of heaven she showed me was fantastic, however, I want more of it. To that end, I'm going along with her, at least for now. Death certificate? Vital statistics. Full name, God. Age of death, ? Cause of death, NA, she was never human. She's also 5'4". Birthday, ? Family, ? Occupation, ruler of heaven. Likes humans and special people. Dislikes ungratefulness. Hobbies, learning and trying out new forms. Alright, the guide. I wasn't always the fantastic being I am today. In fact, I come from humble beginnings and life on the farm where I grew up was tough. Early on, I had to learn how to depend on others and excuse me, I couldn't get through that without laughing. I've always been sublime and I always will be. Claim otherwise and I shall obliterate you where you stand, Ant. Was I human once? Regrettably so. But whatever trail of dirt that unfortunate truth has left on me is long since gone. I have ascended, I am complete, I am the guide. Isabel's notes. The guide is the ruler of Purgatory. He's scary and intimidating, but also has a charm about him. Though I don't really want to admit that. Unlike the voice, he doesn't seem to like his dwellers all that much. And I wonder what this place was like before she arrived. Obviously, if there's anyone here who knows that the information that Rem wants, it's him. At the same time, he's the most dangerous man around. It seems like I have my work cut out for me. Death certificate. Full name, ? Age of death, ? Cause of death, also question marks. Height, 175 centimeters / 5'7". That doesn't seem right. That conversion doesn't seem correct. I thought 5'7" was 170. Yeah, 5'7" is 170. And I should know that, because that's my height. Anyway. Birthday, ? Family, ? Occupation, ruler of Purgatory. Likes his job and shadowberries. Dislikes humans and Rem. Hobby is coming up with new ways to have fun with dwellers. Oh, wonderful! Alright, the voice. Not a day goes by without me casually regretting my choice to turn this infuriating girl into a fellow deity. What would compel me to do such a thing, to ascend a dweller to a station of power that nearly rivals my own? I'm quite sure you'd love to know, but I won't tell you. However, there are ways to find out, perhaps by taking a pit stop of your own in Purgatory. Yeah, I figured that was going to be related to the previous game in this series. Regardless, the dwellers have never been happier to be here than they are now. Such is the influence of this curiously appealing girl who works tirelessly for their sake, for some reason. Isabel's notes. The voice is the polar opposite of the guide. She's pleasant, inviting, and feels very human. Which isn't strange, I guess, since up until recently she was. I feel like I can trust her somehow. I just hope I'm not imagining that. It wouldn't be the first time I opened myself up to someone too fast. For now, though, she's probably my best bet of finding out what exactly is going on here. Death certificates. Full name, Astrid Lynette Braid. Age of death 20, cause of death, question marks. Height 162/53. Birthday May the 1st, family, parents. Occupation, deity of Purgatory, actress. Likes, movies, kind people. Dislikes, feeling helpless or unable to change things. Hobbies, improving Purgatory. Volumnius. Rem's loyal dog, an utterly detestable man with a hero complex which borders on egomania. His family is well known in the afterlife, in heaven and purgatory alike. There's just so much fun to be had from a clan full of utterly broken people who use money to wash themselves of their sins. Despite all his shortcomings, he still seems to appeal to the so-called fairer sex. And based on my personal connections, I know this for a fact. Isabel's notes. Volumnius is Rem's right hand and my link to heaven. Unlike her, he's easy to talk to and seems both gentle and knowledgeable. Somehow I feel like we have a lot in common, even though I barely know him. I wonder what happened in his past, and if our circumstances growing up were at all similar. He really dislikes the guide. I can't help thinking that there's more to that relationship than meets the eye. Name. Volumnius Dorian Casareke. Age of death 24, cause of death, question mark. Height 185/61. Birthday January 9th. Family, the Casareke family, including Isabello, father, and Ezrabeth, great aunt. Occupations, right hand of God, doctor. Likes feeling needed and studying, dislikes selfish people and the guide. Hobbies, art, especially going to museums or exhibits. And that is everyone we have access to in here right now. But that doesn't mean we're done with this pamphlet. I'm still amused by by the title, Dang, You're Dead. Locations. God's office. Here she sits, my dear sister, blessing humanity with her many spontaneous wonders, especially for all the time she spent among the living in the name of getting closer to them, that is. My personal belief is that all that time spent on Earth has whittled away her the last vestiges of brilliance she once had. To be granted such power is no coincidence, however, the price of letting the human stain get closer to your soul must be paid. Hall of Deities. A hall fit for a king, the King of Shadows, me. It is intended to celebrate my many impressive achievements, though what you see here is but a fraction of what I've accomplished, of course. You're curious about the big door, you say? If you know what's good for you, you'll let that remain a feeling. Even a deity must have his privacy. The Pearly Gates. Innumerable are the men and women who have stood in front of these gates, wishing to enter. Little did any of them know that God is insane, and her criteria for letting you in is beyond any known logic. Denizens. You're better off here with me, at least I'm honest in my dislike of you. And the Waiting Hall. The first and last step for any dweller lucky enough to be a guest in my domain. I don't know how many traumatized humans I've welcomed in my quest to have them fall in line and be good little boys and girls, but it's definitely more than you can ever imagine. Originally, I put that bench there as a simple joke, a single bench for millions upon millions of lost souls. I was expecting them to fight for the seat, but that never happened. Instead, it goes mostly unused. That's the real tragedy of the afterlife. Alright, that's the location section. Law. Oh, there is so much information and I love it. my desire to read books inside my games. Denizens, ugh, the rejects of heaven. How dare you show your faces here? We both know that this wasn't your first choice. It's quite hurtful, you know. I suppose an argument could be made that you didn't choose willingly to go there, or here. And so, by extension, I am needlessly cruel to those who happen to end up here as ex-denizens. However, here's my counter-argument. I don't care. Dwellers. The Dwellers, my guests of honour and my personal ant farm. Truly, you make my job worth having. As a Dweller, your main objective is to make peace with your death and then hastily leave this place. I am here to guide you in the process, hence my name. It is quite sad, however, how many end up failing in this most simple of tasks. Do I mind humans staying put? Yes, I want them out. The longer it takes, the more it drains me. This is my purpose, and I will do whatever it takes to fulfill it. So in other words, if I treat you cruelly, you deserve it. Microphone. In the 21st century, these things exploded into popularity among humans. Small devices intended for contacting anyone at any time with impunity. The perpetual maelstrom of socialization which brought about a new era. A recipe for disaster, if you ask me. Naturally, my modernistic underling decided to introduce this plague of an object to the afterlife as well. Permit me to exhale disapprovingly at length. Shadows. Every shadow is a dweller, but not every dweller is a shadow. What is a shadow exactly? Are they lost, lacking something, heartless, uninteresting? Dwellers who've outlived their usefulness, punished creatures, visually unappealing in general? The answer is all of that and also none of that. What kind of king would I be if I were to so easily divulge what purpose these shadows truly fill in my kingdom? The tunnel. Where does the tunnel lead? A question I always get and never answer, partly because I don't want to, and partly because your mind cannot comprehend the answer. How convenient, you may ask. I assure you there's nothing convenient about this abomination of a portal. It can take you anywhere, but the prerequisites are murky at best. One thing is clear, though. Make peace with your death and the way forward will be clear. Otherwise, you'd best avoid it entirely. The Void. I am the Void, and the Void is me. It's part of the world just as I am part of the world. And by part, I really mean entirety. To put it in simpler terms, there can be no purgatory without me, and there can be no purgatory without the Void. It's all connected. And besides, darkness is always easier on the eyes than brightness. So maybe you should thank me for my prowess in the field of visual design. And that is everything we have access to in here. Alright. We have the Purgaphone with no contacts. Put it away. And we have this menu. Hey, it's that save and load and stuff. Okay. Back to what we were doing before I got sidetracked by access to a book. Oh wait, there we go. Okay, we closed the inventory that way. Be sure to have a look at its various features. Yep, I thoroughly enjoyed checking out its various features. Small 15-minute lore sidetrack later. The lore is important. I'll send you a text message later to make sure everything works as intended. Ooh, we have a contact now, do we? The voice. Compassionate dweller turned deity. Alright. So, you're saying that these things will help me out here, right? They surely will. In time, you will fully come to appreciate the usefulness of this particular treasure trove. Look at you being all helpful. Where was this side of you back when I first came here? This is hardly the time to reminisce, Miss Their dynamic is strange. I can't tell if they like each other or not. Come to think of it, the voice must be the one Volumnius mentioned on the way here. The dweller who got promoted. She's made it clear she was human before, so it's definitely her. Well then, off you go. Oh, where should I go? Seriously. Just help her guide? What happened to the simpler times when dwellers had to solve conundrums for themselves? Figuring out how to leave this place is enough of a riddle, don't you think? I'm very much beginning to regret this partnership. Very well. Every dweller gets a room especially tailored to their preferences for the duration of their stay. Make your way to the Hall of Rooms and you'll find yours. There's a friendly shadow there who can help you further. Shadow? Ah, yes, they're nobodies. That's all you'll need to know about them. Now close your eyes and I'll send you directly there as a first-time courtesy. That's nice. I know. Farewell for now, Miss Salvi. See you later, Isabel. Well, that's a long corridor full of doors. What the... I didn't even have time to say bye back. The guide seemed helpful enough after the voice arrived, but he obviously had his eyes on me. I have a feeling if it weren't for her, If this is what he's like now, how were things before she arrived? Or actually, what if she's faking that pleasantness? I shouldn't be so quick to believe what these deities say. In fact, who should I trust? Can I trust anyone at all? Maybe there's someone here in Purgatory who has more things in common with me. Maybe... I beg your pardon, miss? Yeah, you startled me. Oh dear. I did not mean to. I tried waving at you, but you seemed lost in thought. Eventually, I started to worry. The well-being of dwellers is my top priority, you see. You could even make an argument that it's my reason for existing. I see. You don't have to worry, I was just pondering stuff, I guess. As to be expected. Your first day in Purgatory, am I correct? That's right. Then it is my honour to welcome you here, to the Hall of Rooms. Pamphlet contents unlocked, Hall of Rooms. This is where every single room for every single dweller is located. Oh, that's a long-ass hallway. But also pamphlet information. The Hall of Rooms. The voice once talked to me about a movie which dealt with a terrifying hallway with no end. Normally I wouldn't listen to such blathering nonsense, but the imagery of it was somehow inspiring. So I decided to create this, the Hall of Rooms. Before, there was no real rhyme or reason when it came to the placement of each guest's individual room in Purgatory. But now we have an entire building dedicated solely to this purpose. An infinite one, I may add. Impressed? Of course you are. A refined establishment for an equally refined afterlife. All run by me, your humble servant. Indalecchio. Untiring, service-minded shadow. It's a pleasure to meet you. The pleasure is all mine, miss. Did I hear us gaining a, yep. Indalecchio. There's nothing more valuable than a man who knows his place. Such is the way of Indalecchio, and for that reason I even find it hard to say something negative about him. But I'll do it anyway, just because I can. This shadow is a complete dolt who, while impressively loyal, consistently fails to live up to my expectations. It's a cautionary tale, really. Even if your heart or lack thereof is in the right place, it does not mean a thing unless you have the ability to back it up. Isabel's notes. Intellectio is very helpful to say the least. I wouldn't even be able to find my room without him. Most dwellers appear to at least respect the guide, but few seem to actually adore him. Clearly Intellectio does, I wonder why. He's sometimes clumsy, but always endearing. I'm glad to have him around, and I really appreciate his assistance in general. Death certificates. Full name, age of death 27, cause of death, height, 178 centimetres, or 5'8". Once again, I think the centimetres is exaggerated there. Birthday, June 17th, family, Occupation, host of the Hall of Rooms, likes serving, cleaning, and the guide. Dislikes nothing. He claims that disliking things is not part of his nature. Hobbies, socialising with his fellow shadows. Ah, but I'm sure you're eager to access your room, yes? That's right. Then that's... Oh, you're a denizen. Is that a problem? And not a problem strictly, but more of an inconvenience. For you, that is. How so? You see, dwellers have the ability to access their rooms directly through simply thinking about them. This is a courtesy that is not extended to denizens, and as such you must come here and talk to me every time you wish to enter your room. I'm dreadfully sorry for this, but rest assured that I'll stand here day and night ready to attend to your every need. I see. Well, that's good to know. Oh man, imagine being able to just enter your room from wherever just by thinking about it. To just be like, man, I want to go home, and then you can just step through a door and be home. So, even though we're dead, we still need to sleep? Ah, yes, about that. Strictly speaking, no, you do not require sleep. There is no proper passage of time here, and your body does not need to recharge as it would during your livelier days. On the other hand, you need the special someone at all times. Well, apparently that's only because we used to be in heaven. Apparently the people who came here straight away could just get to... just do it. That said, resting still feels good, and may provide room for some much-needed reflection. Therefore, it is still recommended to partake in the occasional shut-eye. I guess that makes sense. But you mentioned you'd be here day and night. How is that possible if time doesn't flow? Maybe it was just an expression? Ah yes, another fine topic of conversation. You see, up until recently, when we were graced with the arrival of the voice, being a dweller was markedly worse. She pioneered some groundbreaking changes, which have made the afterlife here in Purgatory a considerably improved experience, meant to more properly emulate human living conditions. One of these changes is the addition of a faux day-night cycle. So no, time doesn't really move, but the changing of scenery and brightness over a simulated 24-hour time span creates the illusion that it does. Wow. That's... this place just keeps getting weirder. Wonderfully weird, one might say. Would you mind showing me to my room? But of course! And I do apologise profusely if my explanation came across as long-winded. It's fine, Intellectio. Then, if you'll follow me. It's very pink. Here we are, miss. A room prepared especially for you. If there's anything else, I'll be stationed where you found me last. Thank you. So I can see a small door and a large doorway. And clearly more room round the back of that wall. So I'm going to take a guess that there's more of a living space sort of over there. And one of these is the bathroom. And one of them's the entrance. Probably this is the entrance. I don't know. As far as I can tell, it really is perfect. Oh, the purgaphone. It startled me. Day 1, morning. Hi, Isabel. FYI, you can advance this nifty conversation by interacting with the button below. So, welcome to Purgatory again. Please let me know if you can see this message. I can see it. Oh, ghost her. No, I can see it. Thanks. Fantastic. It's alive. The purgaphone, I mean. Is that a reference to something? Maybe? Close conversation. Well then, I suppose it's time to see what this room of mine has to offer. Pamphlet content unlocked. Isabel's room. Let's go read the pamphlet. Isabel's room. Such a sad, sad place. The colours alone are enough to induce panic in any self-respecting deity. But even beyond that, oh, just sad. So go sleep for a while, Isabel. Look at your pretty face in the mirror and keep fearing that letter. It's time for some mental gymnastics, little girl, and you're late for class. Oh, okay. Right, so that's the entrance, and this is the heirloom collection. What is this? Yeah. What's this? I feel like I should probably take a closer look in here later. Okay. My reflection. Well, at least she's pretty. I'm more than just my cute looks, Father. You'll see. Rich girl's ceiling lamp. It's lampy. She'd glow brightly all through the night, keeping me company. This is all so strange. The comfiest of beds. The bed looks just like... No, it doesn't just look the part. It's definitely my bed. The one I had back home. It's the best bed in the whole world. Unsent letter. It's the letter I never sent. What's that doing here? Nope, I'm not going down that route just yet. Well, someone's really done their homework. Whatever place I'll be staying at once I'm back in heaven will have a tough time competing with this. In some ways, it's even better than it was back when I was alive. It's suddenly hitting me. Now that I'm alone for the first time since dying, I can't believe that I'm really dead, aren't I? Father always said I'd die poor and unwanted if I didn't take the Salvi name seriously. Like my mother before me, I had him to thank for everything. Women have to work harder, he told me, or else they'll be treated like they deserve, inferior to men. Wow! Father was a piece of work. And now look at me. Was he right about all of those awful things? Is it my own fault for not trying harder? Was it my own privilege that caused all of this to happen? Why was I killed? Why would someone poison me? Was I really that terrible of a person? Will time eventually help me figure it out, like Rem said? I need some air. Or whatever it is I'm breathing here. I should go back outside. Oh, there's a person. Intellecchio is still standing here, like he said he would. Oh, there's someone else here too? Hey man, take me to my room, will you? Of course, Mr. Alwes. Damn man, always with the formality. Can it already, huh? After all the time I've spent here, we're like bros, man. I'm fairly certain we're not related, though the prospect of us being so would of course please me greatly. No, like... never mind. And who might you be? He seems friendly. Well, we might as well introduce ourselves. My name is... hold on a second. I'm a gentleman, so I should introduce myself first, huh? Oh, alright. I'm Bliss, and it's nice to meet you, man. Bliss Alwes, emotional rainbow rocker. I'm not a man? Yeah, I can see that. Sorry for the confusion, it's just the way I talk. Anyway, let's go look at the pamphlet information. Bliss. Another one of Rem's discarded toys. It's no wonder that you and him found each other, I suppose. Such is the way of trash, ever conjoined until it's burned to cinders. Yeah, I guess he must have been ex-denizen, given that he was asking Intellecchio to help him to his room. He's brave yet fearful, relaxed yet antsy, impulsive yet careful, a walking annoying contradiction. If he spent as much time honing his craft as a musician as he did sprucing up that ridiculous hair of his, then perhaps he would have actually made something of himself in life. Here's Bell's notes. Bliss is a fellow denizen, something which instantly makes me feel less alone. That's a good thing, I think. He seems friendly enough and like the kind of person who makes friends with a lot of people, for better or for worse. He's also artistic, which is something I envy in others. Maybe I should have taken my piano practicing more seriously when I had the chance. Death certificate. Full name, Bliss Lennon Alwes. Age of death 22, cause of death ? Height 162 centimeters or 6 foot. Birthday July 11th. Family ? Occupation. Oh, hello. Occupation musician, aspiring. Likes retro things and the rainbow. Dislikes judgmental people and noisiness. Hobbies Polaroid photography. Bonus knowledge. 5 bits of hidden info which unlock in his route. Oh, like a mannerism? Some would refer to it as a verbal tic, I believe. Hey now. My talking is a feature, not a bug, thank you very much. Of course, Mr. Alwes. I didn't mean to offend. No offense taken, bro. Again, I must stress we're... Alright. Enough already. I'm Isabel, by the way. Ah, that's right. I almost forgot I asked for your name. That happens to me too sometimes. Glad I'm not alone then. I, for one, do not forget things. Ever. Thanks for chiming in, man. Hey, earlier you were about to ask Intellecchio to take you to your room, right? What about it? Does that mean that you're a denizen too? I am, yeah. Wait, don't tell me. About that, huh? I knew I felt a connection to you, man. Just a pair of cool people thrown out of heaven. I should write a song about us. You're a musician? That's right. Hey, you busy right now? Not even a little. How about getting out of here then? It's a lot nicer to talk over an Ouroboros. What's that? You don't know? Oh, don't tell me this is your first day here, man. It is? Damn, that's rough. Tell you what, then you really have to come with me. Ouroboros is a bar. Yeah, that's what I figured. Like the only bar around. It's the best place to hang out, man. The bartender can be a bit much, though. Other than that, it's great, man. And I can tell you need to get a few drinks in you. Drinks, huh? Honestly, with everything that's happened, she probably does need a few drinks. Damn straight, that's exactly what I need. I had a feeling you'd say that. I'll show you the way, it isn't far. Following a man I just met to a bar. My father would kill me if he heard about this. I guess that ship's sailed, though. Oh, sorry, I was distracted by something. I'm ready to go. Alright then. Ouroboros, man. Here we come. Have a pleasant rest of your day, Mr. and Miss. You know it, man. See you later, Indalecchio. This is the place. Pretty sweet, isn't it? Okay, pamphlets. Locations. Ouroboros Spa. A local watering hole and first stop for many of our new guests. Despite lacking the ability to feel thirsty, dwellers still flock here day after day, night after night, to inebriate themselves. It is a sad state of affairs when drugs are needed to dull the pain of one's existential dread. But then again, who am I to deny supply when there's such overwhelming demand? Right, I'm gonna go get some more water. I will be right back. I am back. Let's check out this bar. Pretty sweet, isn't it? It sure is a bar. Right. Hey, hold tight. I'll go find us some awesome seats. Be right back, man. Sounds good. I guess I'll just stand here awkwardly until he's back. Being alone among strangers. Definitely one of the worst feelings. I'd better get used to it though. Things probably aren't changing anytime soon. By the burning flames of Asmodeus! This will not stand! What the? Someone is yelling over there. Is that the guide? Is he having a fight with that woman dressed in black? I must ask that you calm yourself right this instant, Miss Inverse. Your childish behavior is bothering the guests of this stellar establishment. To hell with the guests, and to hell you, false prophet. May the paths you walk always be riddled with poison ivy. If so, I'll make sure to wear shoes with proper soles. Yeah! What was that all about? She sure ran out of here in a hurry. Ah, Miss Salvi. I'm dreadfully sorry you had to see that. Some of our guests can't handle their drinks, you see. An unfortunate drawback owing to the luxury of having a tab that never needs to be settled. I see. So, you're a bartender too? Yes. And does that surprise you? Not really. With everything I've heard and seen today, you serving drinks comes pretty far down the list of surprises. What an oddly refreshing attitude. Newcomers usually react to my secondary vocation with utter disbelief. Maybe I'm not like most newcomers. I do believe you're right about that. Oh, well... Hey, Isabel, not this guy. Mr. Alves. What a joy to see you here. Again. This fine day. Yeah. Oh, I see. You're here together, aren't you? Two denizens finding each other instantly here in Purgatory. Now isn't that just a magical coincidence? What are you implying? Implying? Me? I'm merely stating the obvious. Have fun now, kids. Oh, I'm so sick of that guy. You and me both. The worst part is if you want to order something, you have to go talk to him. And despite that, you think the drinking is worth it? What can I say? Stuff tastes good. Fair enough. Speaking of which, I found a booth. Lead the way. You have to admit, man, these are great seats. You did well to find them, bless. So, is the guide always here? Yep. Literally all the time. But how can he be here when he's also, elsewhere? Beats me. Something omnipresence, I guess. Oh. At this point, I feel nothing surprises me anymore. This place does have that effect on you. And enough about that boring stuff. I got us some drinks. Irish coffee, 1 each. Huh, that's one of my father's favorites. Man, a great taste, huh? Well... one thing you have to know about me, man. Coffee is life. If you see me drinking something, you can be sure there's some amount of caffeine in it. Reminds me of the person I knew at uni who consumed way more caffeine than they should. Sounds like you have an addictive personality. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that came out wrong. Don't worry about it, man. I mean, you aren't necessarily wrong. So, bottoms up? Sure, why not? Whipped cream on top and everything. I'm sure it can't be that bad. So, how is it? Strong. But not too bad. Which part is strong, the alcohol or the coffee? Or both? I feel that. Whiskey packs a special punch, man. Actually, a few sips are enough for me. You can have the rest of it. Don't mind if I do. Hey, did you know that whiskey with an E refers to Irish and US whiskey, while whiskey without an E refers to Scottish, Canadian, and Japanese whiskey? Man, that's a lot of whiskey in one sentence. But no, man, I did not know that. I pretty much know nothing about it besides, well, how to drink it. You carry a lot of that alcohol trivia around with you? I guess I'm just knowledgeable in general. Didn't take you for the studying type. It's not by choice. Huh. You live and you learn, huh? That's right. You mentioned earlier that you're a musician? Yeah, I am. What kind of music do you play? Mostly acoustic singer-songwriter stuff? Used to be in a heavy metal band as a guitarist, then I started doing my own thing. My guitar is like an extension of myself, man. But I accidentally broke it a few days ago, and I'm not sure if I'll ever get it back. Huh? Can't the guy just create a new one for you? He could, but he doesn't like me. Neither does the pretty guy over at the Purgatory, who I gave it to for repairs. This place has a store? I thought nothing surprised you anymore. For some reason, the prospect of a store in Purgatory actually did. Anyway, that's where I'm at. Do you want me to help you? How exactly would you do that? Well, I'm pretty good at getting what I want. So maybe I'll just try having a talk with that store owner? What's the worst that could happen? You'd do that for me? But we just met. Consider it a thank you for keeping me company today. If I hadn't met you outside my room, I'd be wandering this place all alone by now. So... alright then. Let me point you in the general direction of the place. I'll wait here until you get back. After all, I do have 2 drinks to keep me busy. True. Oh yeah, let's add each other on the Purgaphone too, huh? That way you can call for help if a certain store owner annoys you too much. Sounds reassuring. Yay, we have 2 contacts in the Purgaphone now. 2. Well, I'll be right back. Good luck, man. Here we are. The, Purgastore. And I just now got the pun. Alright, let's go look at the location information. Purgastore. Apex needed a place to use his particular talents, and I obliged. As for character for me, you say? Well, I have ulterior motives, I always do. Besides, I suppose there's no real harm in having a dedicated location to meet one's material needs. If nothing else, it makes the voice happy, not that I care about her happiness, but because it shuts her up. Where's that cat? What cat? Or is it because it's purr? Because... Ooh, new message. Hey man! Hope you didn't get lost on your way to the store. Yeah, I don't get the pun. I'm not sure what the pun is either. Don't worry, I've got this. You're something else, man. Yup. Good luck, have fun. The owner apparently doesn't like Bliss, but he does seem to have a sense of humor at least. Maybe I'm supposed to be pronouncing it differently. Maybe that would make it a pun. I don't know. Ah, customer. I'll be right with you. That's... Shh. Now, where did I actually know? What was it that I... Quantum surge in the subatomic coronium collector? No, that's not it. It's clearly the auxiliary delta wave flipper. Wonderific. I'm very sorry, valued customer. I was about to close up shop for the day, and you see, you've caught me at a bad time. You see, the grease-resistant microfilament is offline. I should uncrumple the barium cesium shift scoop, but unfortunately. If I could have just a moment of your time? Seems I got a bit carried away there. Welcome to Purgatory's only shop and repair station. I trade and I fix, every day and every evening. From now until the end of time. If you've got what I need, I can do the deed. That's an Apex guarantee. Apex Melodia, techno-babbling genius proprietor. Pamphlet content. Apex Melodia. Melioda. Every so often I find myself punished for the overwhelming amount of kindness I show my dear dwellers. This is one case, however, where the investment has been mostly worth it. Like humans so often do, he tends to rattle on about completely asinine things, but in his case, there are occasionally hints of a deeper genius afoot, making it so maybe, just maybe, he can be worth hearing out. But do I like him? Of course not. However, a master craftsman always recognises which tools are most effective in carrying out tasks at hand. Isabel's notes. Apex runs the cleverly named Purgastore, which I wonder if I should be pronouncing Purgastore or something, as in Purgatory. I don't know. Maybe that's the pun. And I have a hard time pinning down exactly what he sells or even what he does. It's obvious that his mind works very fast, so I guess it isn't strange that he sometimes says clumsy things. The way he dresses also brings to mind something that isn't quite of this world, but where else could he be from? Death certificate. Full name, Apex Gunvark Melioda. Age of death, 28. Cause of death, question mark. Height, 191 centimeters, or 6'3". Birthday, February 24th. Family, question mark. Occupation, mechanic, inventor, tinkerer. Likes ingenuity in his work. Dislikes large bodies of water. I wonder if I can take a stab at his cause of death in that regard. Hobbies, reading, especially history books, and bonus knowledge that unlocks in his route. So we have found potential love interest number 2. So, how can I help you today? Actually, Wait! Before you answer that, you have 5 minutes. Alright, go. A friend of mine recently dropped off his guitar here and I was wondering if you could give it back to him. That lazy and irresponsible man shouldn't be allowed to own such a beautiful instrument in the first place. He brought it in and the state of it. Just horrible. I think he really does care about it, though. Not enough to come here himself, apparently. Instead, he sends, come to think of it, I'd never seen you before. Are you new? Yes, that's right. I'm Isabel. Isabel. That's a strange name. Look who's talking, Apex. And you're his friend? Do you even know anything about him? For example, that he was banished from... Yes, I know, he's a denizen. And so am I. Is that going to be a problem? You... Oh. Well, I can understand the desire to surround yourself with those similar to you. If I could, I'd probably do that too. What do you mean? I'm extending your time by an additional 5 minutes. You want the instrument back, yes? What can you offer me in return? I don't have any money. Money? Why would anyone need that in a place like this? In my store, all deals are trading deals. Something for something else. What do you want, then? Depends on what you got on you. Every deal is different. Every deal is unique. I mean, there is only one thing in my inventory. But let's try and butter him off a bit first. So, Purgatory, huh? That's a clever name. Ugh. Wasn't my idea, it was his. Who? The guide. Letting him choose the name was part of the deal. Oh. But I should be glad. If a dumb name is all it takes for me to be allowed to run this place, then it's fine. I guess the one with a sense of humor is actually the guide and not Apex. Figures. Yeah, sure. Well, I have this thing I picked up in heaven. What thing? Let me see it. This is... You brought heaven dust with you to Purgatory? I did? I think? Is that a good thing? Good! It's wonderific! Heaven dust is native to God's domain. It's impossible to get here normally. It's beyond rare. Do you really want to trade this invaluable material for that man's guitar repairs? I do. I told you, he's my friend. Huh. Up to a few minutes ago, I didn't even know he had friends. And now one of them shows up with heaven dust. The afterlife is truly spectacular sometimes. So I see we're overpaying for this. In fact, it reminds me of the time when I reinverted the rubidium cruncher of... Weren't you going to close down for today? That's right. I'll just take that off your hands then. And in return, you'll get... Now, where did I put it? Ah, here. Item gained, acoustic guitar. You've already finished repairing it? Of course. It was a simple job. However, you know how things are, right? If you're good at something, never do it for free. I'm familiar with the saying, yes. Maybe we'd get a discount on future purchases. I was hoping he was going to throw in something extra. Well then, thank you for your patronage. Feel free to stop by anytime. I may not see eye to eye with Bliss, but if someone like you is friends with him, then maybe he's not all bad. I don't think he is. Until next time, Isabel. Hi, Apex. It's too bad I lost that pretty little object, but at least this will make Bliss very happy. Time to return to Ouroboros. Amazingly, I found my way back without getting even a little lost. Way to go, Isabel. It took me a while though, the sun has already set. And Bliss is still sitting over by the booth. You're back! Yep, and with my mission successfully completed too. Really? You're not trying to pull one over on me, are you? Why would I do that? Well, I don't know. So, where is she? She? Yeah, my guitar. Her name is Juliet. You've named your guitar? Hey, don't look at me like that, man. Naming your instrument is perfectly normal. All the greatest musicians do it. If you say so. Anyway, here you go. Now we have nothing in our inventory. Alright, baby. Me and my #1 gal are finally back together. Man, I have to hand it to Apex. The guy's a tool, but I don't think Juliet has ever looked better. You two really don't like each other, huh? I guess some people just don't mesh, you know? That's fine, though. I'm used to people not getting me. Meaning there are others out there who dislike you as well? Meaning that if you do your own thing, you're bound to catch a hater or two. People fear what they don't understand and all that, man. Yeah, I agree. You should always strive to be yourself. That's what I'm saying, man. You're one of the good ones. Hey, let me play you something. It's the least I could do. Please don't feel like you have to. But if you really want to, I'd love to listen, of course. Sweet. So this one is called All the Colors of the Rainbow. Sounds enticing. Closing time, beloved guests. Everyone must leave. What the... We're just about to... I'm interrupting you, am I? Oh, bother. If only there were a day tomorrow when you could play instead. Wait a moment. There he is! Get out of here with that sarcasm, man. Since when do you even close the bar at all? You... Enough, human! Be gone now, lest I render that infernal toy of yours beyond repair. Fine. Let's get out of here, Isabel. Not her. She stays. So rather than it being closing time, you just want to kick Bliss out, huh? I wish to have a word. With me? Don't worry, it'll be only a moment. Leave us, Mr. Alves. It's fine, Bliss. I'll talk to you later. Alright. Later, man. Mind if I take a seat, Miss Selby? Go ahead. I'm sure you'll do whatever you want anyway. So, how are you finding Purgatory so far? Why is he asking me that? I don't think we should be saying it's great. It's Purgatory. It's not supposed to be great. It's alright. I don't care what you think, Miss Selby. Huh? The very notion that I'd value your opinion is gravely insulting. But you asked. Silence. You keep making that same mistake. I see it in your furiously vacant expression, in ways your body nonchalantly sways when you walk, in the very glow that surrounds you unseen by all but me. You are hiding something. And not only that, you feel safe in doing so. Tell me, do you think the voice has any real power here? If I were to remove that pretty head of yours from those rich girls' shoulders, right here, right now, do you truly believe she would be able to save you? No? Are you afraid of me, Miss Selby? I don't know what you want me to answer. Do you want me to be afraid of you? I'm watching you. Never forget that. If you do, the repercussions could be unspeakable. I won't forget. Great. Thank you for this little talk, Miss Selby. I trust I won't have to remind you again anytime soon. Now, have a pleasant remainder of your first day in Purgatory. Toodles. This is not good. I haven't even done anything yet and he already wants to get rid of me. Unless he's playing some kind of game with me. After all, he can't possibly know why I'm here, right? No. If he did, he'd have killed me already. He must be trying to scare me into revealing things. It's probably driving him crazy that he can't read my mind. Volumnius was right. Me being here is definitely dangerous. Yeah! That's right! Volumnius! I was supposed to report back to him. I must get to the waiting hall. But I don't know the way. Damn it! Oh yeah, he said he was gonna wait for us to be done. Oh no! I screamed out loud. That's not befitting of a Salvi. Why am I thinking about that now? Good evening. What? This woman, she's the one who had a fight with the guide earlier. By the insincerity of Gressil, did I scare you? No? It's just that people keep sneaking up on me today for some reason. I'm not sneaking. I heard a scream and came to investigate. Few and far between, the dying wails of banshees take us back to shore. Is that a limerick? It is a limerick. Is it limerick? Shoot. Which is... No, it's not limerick, it's haiku, right? Haiku. The 575 thing. Yeah, haiku. Mixed up my poetries. A poem? Yes. I refuse to ignore a sister's plea, especially one heard in the dead of night. That's considerate of you, but I'm fine. And my work here is done. Hold on. What are you even doing here? You did hear the guide ordering everyone to leave, right? I don't care what that lying charlatan says. So, you don't like him either? I can't say too much. He always listens, you know. He uses our own thoughts against us. And the mind is a terrible thing to taste. That's right, she's not a denizen, meaning the guide knows what she's thinking. You wouldn't happen to know the way to the waiting hall, do you? I do. Then could you... Yes. I'll go with you. Together they walk, together they break and bend, united once more. Thank you for taking me here. I didn't catch your name. You didn't catch it because I didn't throw it. It's Sheol. Sheol Inverse, bleak poet of demonic inclination. And you're Isabel. Alright, let's learn. Such a weird speech pattern. It's because she's a poet. Sheol. Ah yes, her, the cheeriest dweller ever to enter my glorious domain. I'm being sarcastic, of course. But that's not to discredit her, quite the contrary. I vastly prefer a silent human to one who won't stop talking. In this regard, she's one of few select dwellers that I can stand for an extended amount of time. Her poetry leaves a lot to be desired, however. It's almost as if her pieces are being written by someone who's desperately fighting time itself. I might be onto something here. Isabel's notes. Sheol is very odd. Possibly the weirdest person I've met here so far. What else would you call someone who keeps name-dropping friends who are apparently demons? At the same time, there's a sweetness about her, like she's stuck inside a shell she doesn't know how to break out of. Or maybe I'm overanalyzing things. She's a fantastic poet too. It's obvious she loves doing what she does. Death certificate. Full name, Sheol Eloise Inverse. Age of death 25, cause of death, question mark. Height 172 centimeters / 5'6". Birthday November 16th, family, question mark, occupation, question mark. Likes poetry, solitude and her demonic friends. Dislikes bright colours and loud sounds. Hobbies, bird watching. She likes to find new feathers to use for her quills. Ooh, feather quilts. I heard earlier some advice for you. You should stay away from the deities. The guide, but especially the other one. The voice? Yes. But she seems so nice. A serpent in Eden. Do not listen to her. She will take what is yours without hesitation. By the impatience of Vereen, I've said too much. Who are these people you keep mentioning? Not people. Demons. I must leave. That was fast. She seems a bit dramatic, but I don't think she's a threat. Still, I should be careful what I tell her about myself. I wonder if Volumnius is here somewhere. Maybe he gave up and left? Volumnius? Are you here? Yes. Are you angry? I've been waiting for a long time. But it strikes me now that we never decided on a time for our rendezvous, so my anger towards you is misplaced. I'm sorry about that. No need to apologize for everything. I don't. So, how was your day? Did you learn anything? A lot of things, but probably nothing related to the mission. That's to be expected. Also, are we allowed to talk about that here? This seems to be an awfully open place to... It was your first day, after all. I can only imagine what must be going through your mind after all of today's events. I try not to overthink it. The guide may want to kill me, though. If something like that is even possible when you're already dead, I mean. Did he say something to that effect? He outright threatened me, so yes. Oh. Don't worry, he's probably just trying to intimidate you. Being a denizen makes you suspicious by default, regardless of your actions. That's what I figured too. However, it's good that you bring it up. I wish I could do more to help you. Yeah, well... Say, you met the guide's companion, right? I did. What was she like? She seemed compassionate? I see. Why do you want to know? Just curious. Isabel, you've done fantastically today. If you need to contact me in the future, you can use this item. Hey, we have something in the inventory again. If you activate it at this location, I'll be able to teleport here. However, be sure to do so only in the evening when no one else is around. Do you understand? Loud and clear. Is this a rock, by the way? Of sorts. Let me guess, it's magical. Of course. Listen, Isabel. I've got your back to the best of my ability. Never hesitate to get in touch with me, all right? I'll gladly provide my insight into things if you think it can be of use. Also, I'll be sure to ask Rem for as much aid as possible whenever you may need it. I believe in you. Thank you, Volumnius. Stay in contact. I should get back to my room. Actually, I wanted to check a thing first. Yeah. I wanted to double check I hadn't just not scrolled down far enough. Okay. Miss, you're back. I hope you had a pleasant evening about town. It's been interesting, to say the least. I'd like to lie down now, though, so would you mind leading the way? Ah, of course. Please, follow me. If there's anything else, don't hesitate to ask. Thank you. I may not need sleep, but I'm definitely feeling tired. New message incoming. Ah, from Bliss. I shouldn't have left you alone with him. I'm really sorry, man. It's alright, it's not your fault. What was it Indelecchio said earlier? Something about resting and reflecting. After everything I've been through, looking back on things doesn't sound half bad. I'll just lay down for a bit. Let's see what happens. Whoa! This has to be the most comfortable bed ever built. Oh, prologue end. Is that the end of the demo? Maybe not. No. A memory from long ago enters your mind and you start to reflect. Tormented screams echo through the candlelit corridors of the Salvi Manor late at night. Servants running like rats in a maze, doing their best to remedy the situation. Your father, towering over everyone, grabbing a maid by her throat in desperation. Your mother, deep into a battle against the natural order of things, a fight she cannot possibly hope to win. You aren't meant to be here. You aren't meant to see this. Yet you are, because you love her, and because the screams keep you awake. You grasp your favourite doll, almost crushing it with all the force a small child can muster. Your mother doesn't see you, doesn't hear you, and then the screaming stops. You're all bastards! Your distraught father exclaims weakly, falling to the ground while doing so. Worthless, worthless bastards! Someone will pay for this! Someone will... Oh... What? Where am I? Oh, that's right. Purgatory. Until now, some parts of me was still hoping this was a dream, but no such luck. New message incoming. Day 2 morning. Is that the guide, I think? Miss Salvi. Guide? I trust you're finding your quarters satisfactory. How did you get my contact information? Given that I am, in fact, the ruler of this delectable afterlife setting in which you find yourself, allow me to pose a counter-query. How do you think I obtained your contact information? Yeah, I guess you had it all along. Correct, Miss Salvi. And please do remember, I am watching you. So, what now? I don't know what to do, where to go. And finding my way around this place is very confusing. If only I had a map or something. Maybe Indelecchio could help me? He did promise to attend to my every need, after all. Ah, miss! Good morning to you. Did you have a peaceful rest, if I may ask? The bed was perfect. Some unpleasant things came to mind when I slept, though. It was sort of like reliving a very bad memory. Oh yes, such is the power of reflection. Similar to dreaming for the living, resting in Purgatory sometimes grants you vivid experiences. More often than not, these can be very helpful to you. This is but one of the many reasons why you should take advantage of your room's amenities. I'm having a hard time understanding how that was helpful. It will make sense eventually, miss. I have no doubt. If you say so. Quest log updated. Quest log. Ah. Vivid colours. Reveal more of Isabel's memories by progressing through the story. We haven't gained anything down there yet. Nope. Hey, I'm feeling a bit lost. Mentally? Well, yes, but also literally. I don't know where I am or where I should go. Oh wait, did I not? On behalf of the entire staff of the Hall of Rooms, which is to say me, please accept my humblest apologies. It seems I've forgotten to give you the complimentary map of Purgatory, which all newcomers are due to receive. Didn't you say yesterday you never forget anything? Ever? Double ack. Your memory is as flawless as your charm, miss. My charm? I suppose that serves me right for boldly declaring my abilities like that. I shall learn from this karmic event as I continue striving towards my goal of becoming the ultimate service-minded shadow. I'm rooting for you. Why didn't the guide give us a map? Good question. He is the guide after all. Well, I guess he gave us a guide. So, the map? Yes! Here you go! Item gained, Purgatory map. Use the crystal fragments of the map screen to navigate your way around the afterlife. Whenever you leave an area, the map opens automatically. In Purgatory, time flows between morning, midday, evening, and night. Characters and events are on set schedules, so be sure to keep that in mind when exploring. Remember that you can always consult the quest log if you need a hint. Time advances when you progress the main story or a side objective, as well as after other key moments. You can also advance time manually by using the skip button in the upper left corner of the map screen. Ah yes, right under there where it says morning. The game keeps track of days, but don't worry, there's no time limit to finish anything. Yep, this is Purgatory after all. Enjoy your time in Purgatory. Thank you so much for this, Indalekio. You're most welcome, miss. May it aid you in the many days to come. I'm sure it will. One last thing before you leave, miss. Yes? If it isn't terribly intrusive, perhaps you should consider adding my contact information to that handy device of yours. It goes without saying that you may freely contact me whenever you need my assistance. Sure, why not? Splendid. And with that, I wish you a truly pleasant stay in Purgatory. Alright, so this map definitely looks helpful. I can even see some places here I haven't been to yet. Where to begin? Maybe I should check up on the people I met yesterday? Bliss. Our evening at the bar ended very abruptly. I should let him know that I'm okay. Apex. He seemed friendly enough. I'd like to get to know him better. Sheol. She really helped me out yesterday. I don't feel like I properly thanked her for it. All three of them should be around here somewhere, right? You're free to pursue the various game objectives in whichever order you prefer. When ready, use the exits to open your map and choose your next destination. Act 1. Here's a lullaby to close your eyes. New message incoming. From the voice. I'm so happy that you're here, Isabel. Please let me know if there's anything I can help you with. I'm a bit busy in the mornings, so sorry about that. I appreciate it. Clear's conversation. New message. Bliss. Come find me at the bar if you want to hang out. Always got time for a fellow Denny. You know, forget I wrote that. Let's just go with Denizen. Yeah, I'm not sure about Denny. Plus, wise choice. Got my moments. Lol. Okay, that's all the messages. Ooh, the infinite hallway. Wait, can we just go down there? Okay, anyway. Find and talk to Bliss, Apex, and Sheol. Reveal more of Isabel's memories by progressing her story. Talk to Bliss in the Ouroboros bar at midday. Talk to Apex in the Purgatory, evening. Talk to Sheol in Dead Man's Park, evening. I want to see what happens if we go down the endless hallway. Sorry, infinite hallway. There seems to be no end in sight. I'm lucky to have Indalecchio guiding me along. The endlessness of it all has me a bit spooked. Ah, yes, of course, this is the investigating. Do. Bell. It made a noise! Yes, miss? I'm sorry, Indalecchio. What is it that you want, miss? I feel bad, but it makes such a nice ting noise. Time to get that achievement. What, for annoying him? Miss? I kind of want to see what happens if I keep doing it. Having fun with that bell, are we? Don't you think that's enough, miss? I must insist you stop that, miss. I've already done it once this week. Yeah, that's true. Red button. I'm asking you nicely to stop, miss. Why did I ever place that infernal thing there? I've had just about enough of this mess. Stop pushing the button. Please. Well, he said please. Oh, for So, what can I help you with today, miss? Okay, I feel like we did that enough. We made him almost swear. Right. But what if more? The question is it as infinite as the infinite hot? You guys are enablers. Yes, miss. Okay, I think we've looped it. What is it that you want, miss? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've looped that. Anyway. On that note of me being exceedingly childish, I'm gonna call it here for today, and we will try and finish up this demo on Sunday. So, thank you very much for watching. This has been very interesting. I feel bad for saying it, but pressing that bell that many times was fun. If you're new here and you've enjoyed your time, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can also follow me on social media, which is linked in the description box. The streaming schedule for the channel gets posted both over there on social media and over here on YouTube in the post tab of the channel. Continuing with the Otome Games Celebration week, the next stream is tomorrow, Saturday, 7 PM, to start Sweet Valentine Chocolatier, which looks very cute. Not so dark game. I assume the darkness is coming. There were content warnings when I opened the game. Oh yes, speaking of, I should point out, also in the description there are links. There are links to this game. There are links to the Otome Games Celebration as a whole. Go look at them. Anyway, yes, tomorrow 7 PM. Hope to see you then, or another time. Once again, thank you very much for coming, and this is Kalla signing out. See ya! Bye bye!